Hey, what? Wow.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. And here's a look at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately. Just by looking at that true shooting percentage, it's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. At one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving, are the guard set. And it's Lively in at the 5. And for the Jazz, you got Walker Kessler. Robinson is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Williams. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So Dallas will get the first possession. It's been a while since MP has been challenged to tally more assists than his opponents. How would you rate his progress so far?
MP has been attached to the mission, right? He's been on the lookout for making the right play most possessions. That repetition bodes well for accomplishing his goals as a passer.
Williams can't hit.
Play. So Kyrie was injured. You lied to me, 2K.
And Thompson kicks to Washington. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Sexton. Irving's shot is good.
You can see there, Irving just getting a little tricky with the handles. He has so many ways he can beat you.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. They try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Thompson for 3. That one, no good. Here's Sexton, and Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Irving. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Kessler, screen on Irving. Sexton, the pass to Kessler. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And the layup's good off the glass. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Washington, and it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
And Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range.
Now, here's Doncic, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. To the middle, here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Doncic against Robinson. Pass to Kessler, and Kessler throws it down.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Thompson sets the pick for Doncic. Thompson outside. Over Williams. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Doncic. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. Jazz have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Out left to the wing. At the elbow, Sexton. Williams looking around. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Robinson misses. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And here is Doncic to the wing on the left. Lively the pass to Thompson. Rebounded by the Jazz. And I'm here to tell you, it's been a victory march for them. What a stretch. 23 straight wins and still counting.
Well, it's really unbelievable. I had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here is Robinson. Last game we saw him score 32. Left side, Sexton. On the wing, Williams. Outside for Sexton. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 5 assists in the game.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
Now here's Thompson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. It's deflected.
Oh, no. Having a point guard who can block shots is a luxury. Sexton with terrific timing and reach on that one.
So it's Utah now after the Mavericks pick up 3. Back to Kessler. With the All-Star game behind us, Greg, what's the focus now for teams that find...
Yeah, David.
Please leave your message for...
Yeah. Yeah, David.
9. Sorry. Mailbox...
David.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just give me light on because this guy next door say think my light is on.
I just went down and turned off all the lights.
Okay, good.
Let me go check again. Yeah. And your mom tell me say they something like them the hazard light. Yeah. All right.
themselves far outside of the playoff picture?
It depends on the team, Kevin, but in my opinion, it's all about competing and building a foundation for next season. Use the time you have to consistently improve.
And that one misses.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
And the Jazz making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Thompson outside. Takes a 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Doncic against Robinson. Sexton for 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Kessler. Pass to Sexton. Over Irving. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Sexton's got 5 now. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against Los Angeles. Doncic finds Lively. Back to Doncic.
My bad. I should
just let that go. Seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
The 3 for Doncic. Here's Lively. And
come on, man. Just
the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Now, here is Robinson. He has yet to score. He swipes the ball away again.
His march towards history continues with that steal.
Well, Greg, now he is tied for the most steals in the season. You can't begin to describe his impact on defense. Jacks up a 3. Doncic, no good. Utah scoring 3 or 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
Next time, throw it up. I knew I should have thrown it up. It's too turnover.
Count the basket.
The hell?
He's got 9.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Utah
Let's go,
trailing
Kessler.
here. Robinson left side. Kessler. Pass to Hendricks. Outside Robinson. Now Kessler. Over Doncic. Luka Doncic grabs the miss.
Kessler.
Lively with it. Outside Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic fires from way outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Jazz shooting 47% here so far. Sexton against Doncic. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 7 points in the game. Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Pass to Lively. To the paint. Here's Washington. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got, and another steal for him.
Well, we've seen it all year long. His active hands and intuition resulting in a new single-season record for steals, breaking his own previous mark.
You know, it's really uncanny just seeing how easily he seems to be able to pick them clean, get in their pocket and steal the ball. The sleight of hand, miraculous to behold. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea, in the last game against Los Angeles, was a man on a mission. He scored 32 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. Really displaying incredible hustle during this run. Guys just can't keep up with him. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Williams, he's checked in for Filipowski. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Colin Sexton. And it's Keontae George in for Robinson. Here's Kolek. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Gafford. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Jazz. Cuts off the pass.
That should have been passed a long time ago. Brogdon.
Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Doncic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
High post, Kessler. Gafford's there. Here's Hendricks. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Williams. No scoring in this one. 5 on the clock. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Pass to Doncic. For the screen on Brogdon to the inside. Shots good by Gafford.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
40 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Williams. The 3 from George. And it's Luka with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Inside. Here's Gafford. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now Brogdon. 9-point game his last outing. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to a record-breaking game. Last quarter, we saw the single-season steals record broken.
A remarkable achievement that shows you just how good a defender he is. Exceptionally skilled at picking the pockets of his opponents. Well done.
They've got Filipowski. Brogdon out there with George. Then there's Wagner. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. East End, the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner 3.
And he makes both free throws. The Mavericks trailing. Outside Irving. Front pass the arc. Rebound, Utah. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Basket counts. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Brogdon the pass to Wagner. The Jazz working the ball around now. Wagner has screen on Irving. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 5 points so far.
And you got to have a great understanding of your teammates in the pick and roll. Brogdon's in sync with everybody out there. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So it's the Jazz now. The Mavericks making the shot. Short. Rebounded by Gafford. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Irving looking for an opening. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Takes a step back. Here's Brogdon. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Kolek. 9 points last game out. Outside Irving. Launches a 3. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. Jazz have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside, George takes the 3. Another miss by Utah. Mavericks leading by 3. To the wing right side. Shoots the 3. Kolek, no good. Utah's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside, George. Down low. Here's Filipowski. And that one hits back iron.
A bad shot, Filipowski.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
No fault.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the
Could
chance
see that
to
coming.
pick up the points at the line. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And he knocks down the first one.
Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Robinson's checked in for Williams. And Dallas also making a switch. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And good on the second. So he makes them both.
Kyrie.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Luka, kill me.
Wagner with a screen for George. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Stolen by Robinson. Driving in. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Gafford. basket by Utah. 5 to shoot. Pass to Kolek. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas again missing. Utah trailing here. Brogdon outside. Outside Robinson. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Irving. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
It's good by Filipowski.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
For this screen on George. Irving with the ball. George picks him up. Irving can't get it to go.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
I was going to try to do
Now
something
we've got some
fancy,
time
but
to check
never
in
mind.
from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, Kyrie Irving has teamed up with Luka Doncic. Kai says he's a winner. I'm a winner. We like going against the best. That's where we connect. It's about how we galvanize the rest of the group. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I failed and succeeded at the highest level, and I want to get back to that place. Kevin?
Yeah, and if anybody can do it, it is Kai. Title or bust. Thank you, DA. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Thompson against Brogdon. Lively the pass to Thompson. Dallas moving it around. Lively a screen on Robinson. Tries the spin move. Shot clock at 6. And Doncic gets it to go.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Now here is Robinson. He's got 8. Brogdon outside. Back to Robinson. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic bounce pass. Washington with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Hendricks is checked in, and it's Colin Sexton in for Malcolm Brogdon. Stolen by Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they
That's
call
a
the
dunk.
shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Utah.
Well, they're playing at great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Here's Grimes. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Robinson hits them both. Mavericks trail by 6. Washington kicks to Doncic. From downtown, and Doncic with the triple.
hell?
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Right side, George. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his
that was a
assist in the
steal,
game.
man.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Celtics.
Oh my God! What the hell just happened?
Locked in defensively. I think
Nigga
he had
can
like 3
shed
steals
people.
on the night.
Here is Robinson. After Luka Doncic's bucket, George with a screen on Doncic. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you got to keep George away from the basket, or you can expect to get dunked on.
Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Washington. Doncic with a screen for Washington. To the middle. Lively the pass to Grind. Off target with his 3. Utah's got fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And here is Robinson. He's got 13. Here's Hendricks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Robinson against Doncic. Utah with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight home for the team.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Lively. And here is Washington. Doncic outside. Back
Come on.
That 3 off the mark. Utah leading by 9. Inside, Sexton.
Alltså jag menar pass with the ball to me, man.
Double digits, but it's no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Lively is screen.
Yeah, but he shoot that.
Thompson from
No.
long range.
No.
The long distance 3 is buried. Thompson's got 10.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Robinson passes to George. That one good for 2.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Washington. Doncic with a screen for Washington. Plenty of space. Sexton grabs the board.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity. Tossing a pass to the interior. That's
I thought that was a turnover.
Get into the paint.
Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Grimes. Thompson outside. Washington with it. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by Williams. Jazz leading by 8. Robinson for 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Thompson outside. Outside Irving.
My bad.
Throws it down.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Robinson dishes to Sexton. Sexton gets a screen from Robinson. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And I was sure that was money
No.
on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 15. Knocks down the three ball.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Robinson against Doncic. Irving with a clean look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Doncic against Robinson. Doncic, no good.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Three-pointer. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Jazz up 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Utah Jazz.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Jazz leading by 5. On the floor for Dallas. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Now here's Williams. Scoreless thus Ball. Robinson on the wing, guarded by Doncic. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. You look at Kessler, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
The first one falls. Robinson hits them both. Now Doncic. And the foul called on Shea. That's his
my third
foul of the game.
Shit. I thought it was on my first foul.
Here's Doncic. Now here's Washington. Here's Thompson. Excellent D there from Williams.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Hendricks, good.
Yeah, Hendricks.
Hendricks has got 17.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Jazz. 4 on the clock, kept alive. Doncic kicks to Washington. A three-pointer, no good.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Doncic. After the made shot from Robinson. Thompson from long range. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this out. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Nails the wide-open jump shot. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, terrific feel for where the defense is hedging. Irving knows that's his shot to take.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Doncic kicks to Washington. In the corner, Irving with it. And it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler.
Mavericks ball.
Mavericks trail by 13. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and it's contested by Robinson. And they force the shot clock violation.
Luka got blocked.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lively against Kessler. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Kessler. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Robinson. Hands it from downtown. Robinson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Doncic passes to Washington. Back to Doncic. From the arc.
Shit, my bad.
Rebounded by the Jazz.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the dunk by Robinson.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Now, here's Doncic. 26 points for him. Basket good.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to.
My bad.
Utah leading by 4. George out there with Filipowski. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then it's Robinson. And it's Brogdon in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Oh.
The Mavericks with possession here after the miss from Robinson. Pass to Gafford. Over George. Gafford misses. Utah's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Robinson passes to Filipowski. Outside Robinson. And the layup falls. Robinson's got the
I'm trying to go to the rim, man.
First basket of the period here for the Jazz. Here's Kolek, guarded by Robinson. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing as well at the defensive end.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Yeah, that's a my bad. That is a my bad.
Outside Irving. Here's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Robinson passes to Wagner. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Irving. For 3. The rebound by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Robinson misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Grimes. On the wing, Irving. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Such a talent. Kyrie does certain things offensively that few others will even attempt.
And a check, folks. The coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
previous play is under review.
That it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively.
That's going to be a foul.
Ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Clarkson. He takes it in. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shot clock at 5. Filipowski passes to Brogdon. Another shot, and he hits the jump shot. And the Jazz lead by 5.
A quality shooter from that area. When you let Brogdon feel comfortable from there, he'll torch you.
Irving against Brogdon. And that one's good. Irving
rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to George. Kolek grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 3. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Grimes. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clarkson with the ball. George dishes to Clarkson. Outside to Brogdon.
Let's go, Brogdon.
Offline with his 3. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kolek. To tie it up. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kolek has got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now, here's Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Clarkson's one of those guards who's really good working on the inside.
The line for 2. Jordan Clarkson. We got this. You got it out. Put your pitch down there. I got you.
First one falls for him.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Washington. Here's Kolek. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second team foul. At the line for the Mavericks. Kolek taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Keontae George, he's checked in for the Jazz. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Utah leading. Here's Hendricks.
Hendricks.
Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Kolek. Back to Irving. To take the lead, and that one clearly a foul.
Oh my God, we just like it's foul.
As dynamic with the ball as anyone in the league. Kyrie there earning a trip to the line.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
George passes to Kessler. Sexton connects from 3-point range. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Well, there's the sleight
They
of
need to put
hand
me
by
in.
Sexton.
They need to trust me and put me in, my nigga.
Outside Irving. And good that time. Irving's got 28.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
George passes to Hendricks.
Oh, shoot that.
And here's George.
Green.
Outside, Sexton. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Now, here is Irving. Again, the Mavericks score.
Just a heroic scoring
Yeah, I need them to do a
effort from him this
stop.
quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Outside, Sexton. Over Irving. Sexton can't get that one to drop.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Dallas moving it around. Washington inside. It's good on the putback. Washington's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Oh, how about the finesse there. Nice
Then I
little
put me in
gentle
young at
touch
like
on the
15,
board.
You know, when
20
you
down.
have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Filipowski. Sexton for 3. Bangs on the
Let's
trifecta.
go, Sexton.
Sexton's
You're
got
on
9
one right
points in
now.
the second half.
You know, the timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Pass to Lively. Irving with the ball.
He's pulling for the 3.
From 10 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Irving's got 32 points. Now George. Here's Hendricks. This one for 3.
100.
A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 4th rebound.
Now he's going to get a foul right here. Get out of bounds. There's a foul coming up.
Lively a screen on George. To the inside. To take the lead. Lively's shot is off. Utah has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Filipowski passes to George. To the paint. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Washington with a screen on George. Here's Kolek. No good with the triple.
George,
Jazz are gone 7-15 from the floor here in the 4th. Right around 46-47%. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Kessler the screen. Here's Hendricks. He's covered by Thompson. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Inside. Shoots from 14. And with that, the Utah lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Thompson.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
A different look for Utah. Williams comes in for Filipowski. Robinson is subbed in for Keontae George. The Mavericks also with the sub. Doncic is checked in.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Outside Irving. Robinson against Doncic. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. And finished off by Robinson.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
No good from Irving.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now, here is Robinson. To the middle. Low block shot on the way. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Mavericks trail by 5. On the wing, Irving. Over Sexton. Rebound, Utah. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Sexton. From down in the low post, it goes. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Sexton. To the left side wing. Kessler wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Spins. Shoots from the baseline. Irving misses. The Jazz shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. High post, Kessler. And they go to the intentional foul.
Luka, Doncic. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And the Jazz lead by 7.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Thompson. Irving kicks to Washington. Doncic passes to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by the Jazz.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Robinson. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Clock at 6. Here's Hendricks. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Utah with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Big ups to MP, just broke the single season steals record. Big ups to MP, just broke the single season steals record.
Alright guys, thank you very much for everyone that's tuning in.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
How am I gonna get this? I don't get this. Wait. Let me check something. I just realized something. Okay. That's what I get. That's how I get those. And then I'll do this. Yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy. Like and share. We're going to stream some Conan right after this. I'll see you when I see you, man.